Today's Morphin Network video is sponsored by Rangerstop and Pop, which is March 5th to the 7th, 2021 in Atlanta, Georgia, and Rangerstop Convention, which is now November 11th to the 14th, 2021 in Orlando, Florida. Go to Rangerstop.com for more info.
So, Mr. Difilippo, how's life? How's your day?
Day's great. I'm excited. It's time for a gold rush. It is. Yes, it is.
First, let me introduce my good friend, Cody Blythe from Cody's House of Geek.
Cody.
What's up, guys?
So, Cody, thank you for being part of this special interview and helping me interview this amazing individual bottom of us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Awesome. So, Tim, how did you get started with acting?
With acting, wow. 25 years ago, I think it was. 25 years ago, I was watching TV. I took a shower. I came out. The volume was off. And I saw an advertisement for triplets. So I'm like, what the hell's that? So I went over there. I put the TV on. I put the volume up. And it was Lisa Gibbons. She was advertising for triplets. So at that time, my brothers were in Florida. They went out to pursue professional golf. And they went out to get caddy jobs out in Florida. They were there about 4 or 5 months. So I said, you know what? Let me call them up and let me see, do they want to go to California? Because I knew California had the better weather. It wasn't humid and stuff. So I called them up. They're like, yeah, let's go check it out. I said, okay, I'll call the producer back. I called him back. His name was John, a really nice guy at Lisa. And we came out to do the show. When we came out to do the show, he introduced us to, I don't know, like 14, 15 different companies, managers, agents. We were here like 16 days. When we shot that show. So he's like, you guys should move out. And the rest of them said, you should move out. So we went back home. We thought about it for a second, packed our bags, and in 2 weeks, we drove out. No job, no money. We just came right out, and that was it. We came out for golf. Good golf year round. So my brothers were super, super excited. So that's how it started. We came out and we did Lisa, and then one thing bounced to the next thing, and to the next thing, and to the next thing. And we were in the business for almost, I think, 3 years, maybe. And we were bouncing around all over the place, from MTV to Jerry Springer to Jay Leno, you name it, we were hitting it. You know, that's how we are. We're East Coasters.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yep. So I guess a lot of people may not know that, of course, being in some of the things you recognize, and a lot of people may not know you were actually in an episode of Boy Meets World. Can you tell us about that experience?
Yeah, that was a great time with Boy Meets World. We met David Gennellari, and David Gennellari was running Warner Brothers at the time. So he pulled all the casting directors together, and he put us right in the middle of the room, and he sat with us. So all the casting directors surrounded us in a circle. And this is all the casting directors for everything at Warner Brothers. So we had friends there, they're casting people, and they loved us. That's the show we really wanted to do, was Friends. But they said they wanted us for Joey's cousins, but we didn't look old enough because Friends, they're 30 years old. We looked 19 back then. So like, you guys look too young. So then they said, why don't you guys go do Step by Step? Why don't you guys go do Boy Meets World? I said, okay. So at Boy Meets World, when we were talking to the casting people, they're like, okay, we need another set of triplets, girls. So we take the Dom triplets everywhere with us back then. Anything we did, we called the Dom triplets, hey, girls, you want to come deal with us? I think we did like 4 or 5 shows with the Dom triplets. So we called the Dom triplets and we brought them with us on Boy Meets World. And it was great. They had a blast. The cast had a blast. It was awesome. We had a great time on Boy Meets World.
So you're also part of our project film called Step by Step. Can you tell us about that?
Oh, Step by Step, one of my favorites. Suzanne Summers and Patrick Duffy. I mean, me and my brothers were down on one knee proposing to her. I mean, come on, you can't get any better than that. Suzanne Summers from Three's Company, come on. You can't. And Patrick Duffy, what a great guy he was. Oh, awesome guy. Awesome guy. So we really enjoyed Step by Step. We really enjoyed Boy Meets World. We really enjoyed pretty much everything that we did back in the business 25 years ago. Everything we enjoyed.
You mentioned earlier that you were on Leno. So what exactly was what was it like? I guess being next to a TV night show host like that. Like, what did you guys do exactly?
Jay Leno is awesome. He's an East Coaster. We love him. So I think the first thing he brought us on for was cloning sheep. Back in the 90s, cloning sheep was really popular. So Jay and his people decided, why don't we have these guys be the cloning scientists? So we were the 3 cloning scientists for the Tonight Show for any spoofs they wanted to do on cloning sheep. I think we did like 3 or 4 bits just for the cloning sheep. Then Britney Spears came up and they wanted to do a Double D commercial. So they only needed 2 of us. So me and Teddy did it. So we went to
So
go
you
do
guys worked with
Double
Britney
D commercial with
Spears?
Britney Spears and 2 other twins. We had a blast, Teddy and I on that. Jay was great because what Jay would do is before he'd come out on set, he'd go be in the back room. Right before he comes out, he'd do breathing exercises. He'd be like, and all these heavy breathing. I was like, wow. Every single time we did a show, he did the same thing. It was like a pre-shot routine. Phenomenal, Jay. We love Jay. We love the Tonight Show. So much fun. So much fun.
Nice. Me too. I'm actually a huge fan of Jay Leno. Now going to the next question. I'm a huge baseball fan, so you guys don't know, Dodgers season starts today. Speaking of which, what was it like working with Scott Bakula in Major Leagues Back to the Minors?
Awesome. Scott is a great guy. Great guy. We were out there for 2 months in North Carolina, South Carolina, with Scott and with Dennis and with Walton and with Kenny and all of our buddies. It's like we formed a whole family out there. When you shoot a film like that, it's like family. And what happened, the biggest experience I remember back then was my grandmother was dying of cancer. So my mom and my grandmother came out and we had a golf tournament for the movie. And Tommy his shoulder was already dislocated from sliding headfirst into third base. So Tommy was already out. I was already playing Tommy's role. So Tommy got in the golf cart, he put my grandmother in the golf cart, and he drove my grandmother around everywhere around that tournament, and introduced her to every single one of the cast members. And who my grandmother loved the most was Scott Bakula. There it was. Scott Bakula on Quantum Leap. He made her life everything, because 2 weeks after she left, she passed away. That was her last memory, was with Scott Bakula. How awesome is that? Whoa! And my grandmother's right here. This is my grandmother and my grandfather.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, yep. Precious.
Yep. That's the impact Scott Bakula had on my grandmother. Yep. Powerful.
Yeah, I guess also, I guess we should bring up the fact that, Tim, Hasbro has actually done a figure in your likeness. So I have it right here.
Yes, me too.
I'm sure Ryan's got it.
Didn't
He didn't even open it. He didn't even open it. I did.
I got like the box.
Look at how cool that looks.
The value, it's gone. Okay.
No, it's gone.
They did such a good job, Hasbro. Such a good job on that. My
Yes.
brother Teddy, when he saw it, he studied it for about a half an hour. He came out to me, he says, Timmy, you know what? I think it looks like you.
Yes.
It looks like me. Doesn't look like you, Teddy. It looks like me.
I think what they do.
My brothers are real funny, but Teddy says he thinks because it's a little more chiseled, the face, and my face might be a little more chiseled than his and Tommy's, that it looks more like me. I think that's what he was thinking. But that's what
Ryan,
Teddy said.
doesn't Hasbro do some kind of 3D modeling, or they use a photo like 3D real technology where they take a photo of someone's face and they actually mold it into the figure's head sculpt?
That I don't know. That I did not know. Maybe to get a picture for likeness, but that.
Yeah, see, that's what I was wondering, because they may have used Tim's likeness
Maybe
more
they used me.
so than so.
I didn't mind that Teddy said it looked like me. I didn't mind it at all. You kidding me?
Oh, yeah,
Go, Ranger, go. It's time for a gold rush, guys. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
Now we all know that you are a golfer, a professional one. Can you tell us about your golfing career?
Golf is everything to us. Everything to us. My brothers, back before we were even in the business, where were they? They were in Florida, pursuing professional golf. Golf is just something, I don't know what it is, but it just comes naturally for us. Or whatever, it might be the competitive nature, because we were competing in the womb. Me and my brothers have been competing all the way back in the womb. And what happened was I beat them both and I jumped out first. I was the first one to come out. I got out of there. And then Teddy came 2 minutes later, and then Tommy came 3 months after Teddy. So we've been competing in everything our whole lives. So golf is a mental challenge with competition. So I think we thrive in that pressure. So we love it. We love it. So I've been playing golf ever since we came to California. That's really when I started playing. My father wanted me to play right-handed. I'm the only left-handed one. Both my brothers are right-handed. So he had me playing right-handed when I was a kid in Rhode Island. And smartly, because most golf courses are made for right-handers. But I didn't feel that comfortable hitting it from the right side. I can hit it, but turn me around from the left side. Oh, watch out. Here comes some power. Let that big dog eat. I love hitting that driver. I love it. I love it. So with golf, my brother Teddy was playing billiards. My brother Teddy was a professional billiards player in Rhode Island. That's how good Teddy was at billiards. We grew up with a billiards table and a ping pong table. And Teddy found out that the number one guy in billiards only made $150,000 a year, which is not a lot of money when you're the top of your sport. So Tommy said, forget billiards, come play golf with me. That's when Teddy got hooked. And Teddy and Tommy have been competing for the last 25 years in the most stiffest competition in the amateur ranks in California. We're talking the USAM mid qualifiers, the Cal-Am, the biggest ones, the ones where all the college kids are coming. We want the stiffest competition. That's what we want. So we're starting right now in Rancho Park tournaments. Then we're going to go to the amateurs. And when we get to the amateurs, we're only going to be +4 handicaps. So the stretch to get from +4 handicaps to +6, that's the stretch that's going to be the hardest. And that's where we're going to need the most competition. So that's what we're looking forward to. Our goal is, just so everyone knows, by the time our birthday, October 24th, we want to be +6 handicap. We want to be competitive with the pros, the PGA Tour pros and the Champions Tour pros. Both of them, we want to be competitive. So that's what our goal is. So we don't know when that will happen. I don't know if it will be at our birthday or if it will be before our birthday or after. All I'm saying is I got a goal and I'm going after it. That's all I'm telling you. I'm going after it. And more than likely, I feel pretty confident we're going to achieve it by our birthday.
Yeah, let's piggyback off this question. Tim, actually, you recently made your first hole-in-one.
Yes, I did. Give me 1 second. Let me show you the ball.
He's excited about this.
Right here, guys, my first hole-in-one. Right here. My first hole-in-one. And what I did is I wrote a little more down at the bottom of this glove. It says first hole-in-one, first tournament, the first par 3 I saw in competition. I put it right in the hole. Here it is. Right here. Awesome. Right in the hole. Yup. And that's how my golf career got started. I'll take it. It's a great start. It's a great start. Let's be honest. So I'm excited about the golf because I really don't know how good I can be, but I'll tell you one thing, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out how good I can be at this game, for sure.
Now, Tim, we also know that you also have a yoga career. Can you tell us about your yoga career?
My love. I love yoga. I started doing yoga 10 years ago, 2000. In 2000, I found Yoga Works in Tarzana. And boy, I was blown away. I was going to studios that were once a week on a Wednesday night or a Friday night, and I go to yoga once. That was it. When I got wind of what Yoga Works was, and when I went there and they gave me a schedule, like when you look at their schedules, look at this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull a schedule off my wall. Oh.
He's literally ripping things, guys.
Right off my wall. Look at all these classes.
Wow.
It's everybody at any level. And you can make it a lifestyle choice. That's what's the most important thing, is the lifestyle choice. So I started in Tarzana in their studio there at Yoga Works 10 years ago. My first instructors were Chaz and were Holly. They were my first instructors 10 years ago. 10 years ago. And both of them are involved in my yoga brand. Our yoga brand, the 3 Down Dogs, that brand, all my instructors are going to be running everything for us. With the yoga. The reason why that is they're the experts. They've been doing this for 20, 30 years. They know exactly what they're doing, and they taught me. And now they teach Teddy as well. Teddy's a major yogi himself. Teddy's been doing yoga for a year now. Vinyasa Flow 2-3s we do. We do the most challenging. The biggest challenge we can get, we do in yoga. And what we're going to do with the yoga brand is we're going to do poses, a calendar of photos, and we're going to do poses of the very beginner poses, where you start in yoga. And then we're going to do the intermediate poses. Then we're going to do some really challenging ones that could be a lot of fun. But we're going to do the most challenging yoga poses that are out there for our yoga brand. So everyone has it. If you can excel and get to that level, great. If you can get to the beginning level and the beginning level works for you, that's perfect too. Yoga is not competition. Yoga is you on your mat getting connected to your breath in your own practice. That's what's great about yoga. You can always take a break. My favorite pose is the child's pose, the break pose. Anybody can take it anytime they want. That's my favorite pose, the child's pose. So I've been doing yoga 10 years, and I have a huge desire and motivation to help out the whole world. The whole world is struggling heavily with this virus. This virus is devastating the whole world. They need a distraction. Me and my brothers will give you a distraction. Get your mind off things. But then they need a place to go to let it all go, to let all that stress go, to surrender it, to get connected. So my dream is that there'll be a yoga studio everywhere in the world for anyone who wants to go and they want to release all that stress. They want to get connected to their breath. It's available to them. That's my dream. A yoga studio everywhere in the world where everyone can go. And I'm not going to stop until that happens when it comes to that. That's where my heart is. My heart, in all honesty, is not with golf. It's not. My heart is Tommy and Teddy seeing how good they can be at golf, pursuing their dreams. My dream is the yoga brand and my charity. I have a charity we're going to be introducing along with the yoga. It's a charity for autism. It's a charity for bipolar, a charity for MS, and a charity for multiples. That is going to coincide with the yoga brand. They're both going to come out at the same time, and that's going to be when the vaccine comes. When the vaccine comes, we get cranking, and that's where I'm going to be. That's where my love is, yoga and the charity. So that gives you a little background on what I'm doing with yoga and how much yoga means to me. It means everything.
Since you're so into like as far as like golf and stuff, like do you have any kind of advice for aspiring athletes out there? That we know we probably have some viewers out there that are athletes. So do you have any kind of advice for those people?
Yeah, I actually have a lot of advice to those people. The first thing I would say to them, if you're an athlete, look at the challenge of how you can actually work on your mental game. Every single sport that's out there, it's about focus and concentration. The better your concentration and focus is, the better you're going to perform. Ask yourself a question. What are you doing as an athlete to work that mental part of your game? For golfers, I believe, my own personal opinion, golf it's 90% mental, it's 10% physical. I believe the same thing for yoga. It is only 10% physical, it's 90% mental. So where should you be putting your energy in when you're trying to prepare for a tournament or prepare for your sport? You're going to want to put it in the mental side. That's what you're going to want to do. The brain can be trained. It can, just like a computer. Whatever you tell the brain to do, it will do and it will believe. I convinced my brain to believe that I am completely fulfilled in every area of my life. And my brain believes it. It believes it. And because it believes it, I can play golf and live my life unlimited. No limitations. Because I chose to believe and program my brain differently. That's the only difference. Is that you want to learn that your brain can be trained and you can be, as an athlete, much better than you are now if you put the effort in to train your brain. It's very, very simple. And the brain loves it. The brain loves it. The brain loves the stillness. If you're an athlete, I got to ask you a question. Why don't you do yoga if you're an athlete? Tell me another thing you can do. Another thing you can do that can give you the concentration and the focus and the core work for your body to make your body better in any sport you have. Give me anything you can do. I don't think there is. Every athlete, every single one of you, go do yoga. Men, drop your arrogance. It's not stretching and it's not breathing, is it? No. If we're putting lean muscle mass on and 10, 15 pound wax, what is that telling you? We're using our own body weight to put on that lean muscle mass. You guys are going to see me right now. I weigh 120.2 pounds. When these dumbbells come in, I've been waiting 2.5 months for these dumbbells. Oh, I can't wait. When they come in, you're gonna see me I'm gonna be eating 6 times a day. I'm gonna put 15 pounds of lean muscle mass on. And where am I gonna put that muscle mass from? From yoga. From yoga. The dumbbells are only gonna peak my muscles. That's all they're gonna do. They're just gonna peak it a little. What's gonna build the full, the long, the deep muscle that we need, that we want, that every one of us crave, is the yoga. You're using your own body weight. There's no other way you can build it better with your own breath. There's no other way. So I would suggest athletes, be your best. Be your best. Come to yoga. Come to yoga and watch how good your performance is in your sport. Watch how good it is.
So Tim,
I challenge every athlete to do it. Everyone.
I gotta ask something real quick. So Tim, you know personally, who my hero is.
Andy Kaufman, right, yeah.
Okay, so what happened is since he's bringing up yoga, Tim's pushing me into comedy. Actually, Andy Kaufman actually used to do yoga right before every time he did a comedy act. Actually, before he did every taping of Taxi, but he did yoga as a mental exercise for his comedy routine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the guy who told me to do yoga, his name's Dr. Barry Sturman. He invented the SMR. He invented the training for the brain, the sensory motor rhythm. It's where the mind is alert and the body's completely relaxed. It's like if you're going to receive service on tennis or ping pong, what's your body like? Your body's all loose, but that mind is alert because you're going to move this way and move this way. Tiger Woods, perfect example. Look at Tiger Woods in competition. You look at his eyes. He's got soft eyes, Tiger Woods. In the heat of competition, the mind's alert, the body's super soft, and it starts with the eyes. It's why do I write soft eyes on my ball? Why? Because it starts with the eyes. Soften your eyes, everything else softens. It all softens. So this doctor, Dr. Barry Sturman, he's the one that told me, you need to go do yoga. That's why I do yoga. From this doctor that created the brain training, the SMR, he created it. He invented it. Look him up, Dr. Barry Sturman. That's Sterman. Look it up and you'll be amazed at how good you can be at anything you do in life. Even if you're not an athlete, if you just want to be better in your life, just more focused, more centered, do yoga. Do yoga. If you're stressed about anything, do yoga. Do yoga. If there's anything bothering you, divorce, death, anything, do yoga. You're going to feel so much better. And it's going to be healthy for your body and your mind. What I'm working on in my golf game, I'm working on my body, my mind, and my breath all working together. I already got it dialed in with my putting stroke. On the exhale, I putt. I take that club back. On the exhale. On the swing, I'm working on the swing. I'm working on the exhale coming down. What's happened is I'm hitting the ball so much further now because it's on the exhale. So everything's coming through a lot easier. So it's a lot harder for me to control how far my ball is going. That's what I'm struggling with right now. That's why it's going to take me about a month. In a month's time, I will have it dialed in that my breath, my mind, and my body are all working together simultaneously on the same goal of allowing that ball and letting that ball go to where my target's at. So I'm excited. Because this is going to bring the best out of my golf game. I want to see how good can I get at this game. So I'm giving it full attention now. I'm finally able to commit to this game. So I'm excited because I haven't been able to commit to it yet. Now I can. So yeah. Am I excited? Yes, I am. It's time for a gold rush. That's right. Time for a gold rush. Go, Ranger, go. Go.
That's right, guys. So last question before we go to the fans, Tim. Now, do you have any upcoming projects that you want to tell your fans? What we're working on right now is our golf brand, which is 3 under par. And that's already kicking. We already played our 3rd tournament. We have our 4th tournament coming up on Sunday. We have another tournament booked August 23rd. We'll probably have 2 or 3 more tournaments that come up before that, though. Because in August, Thor, the guy that runs Rancho Park, he wants to have as many tournaments as possible. So we'll probably have 3 or 4 more. But right now, what we have booked is this Sunday is our 4th tournament. And August 23rd at Simi Hills is our 5th. That's what's booked right now. What's coming is our poker brand. Our poker brand is the 3-card Monte. Me and my brothers have been playing poker
I've been playing poker with my brothers for about 2 or 3 years. They taught me. My brothers have been playing poker for 20, 25 years, just as long as they've been playing golf. My brothers are tournament poker players. So they taught me how to play. They brought me to a Hawaiian Gardens. It's called the Garden Casino. That's what it's called online. And they taught me how to play cash games. Then they brought me to the tournaments and taught me how to play tournaments, because they're two totally different games if anybody plays poker. Cash games completely different than the tournament. So I learned how to do both with my brothers. So we're all prepared. We're all ready for that. So the poker part of our brands is going to open up soon too. So we're going to start doing poker tournaments. The last part of our brand that we have is our yoga brand, the 3 Down Dogs. And what we're going to do with the 3 Down Dogs is we're going to open it up when the vaccine comes. When the vaccine comes, we're going to open up 2 studios. One here in Woodland Hills, California, right where I live. We're going to have 1 studio here. And then we're going to open up one where Cody lives. Right where Cody lives, out in Sarasota, Florida. It's going to be our first 2 studios. They're going to be run just like Yoga Works. There's going to be 14 to 16 classes a day. So we're going to start out with 2. But remember what my dream is, and I'm not going to stop until I finish and I fulfill this dream. I want a yoga studio everywhere in the world. Everywhere. Just so people can go there and they have access to it. So 2 are going to start. That's going to happen with the vaccine.
Yes, definitely, guys. So guys, stay out.
So you guys can jump in at any time.
Yes.
You need to jump me out.
So, Tim, this ends the 10-question part of the stream. Now we're ready for some fans. Tim, are you ready for your fan questions? Or
Yes.
greet. Paratamesh Masurkar says, greetings from India, Gold Ranger forever. Oh, hi, and my cousin's asking, what was the audition process like for Power Rangers?
For Power Rangers, the auditioning process. We went and we met with an agent, and the agent just happened to be best friends with Shuki Levy. So I don't even think that it was even in the conversation, but because it was his best friend, he called him up and said, hey, listen, I got these guys. And Shuki, I think at that point, was actually looking at what was he going to do with this Gold Ranger. So it was the perfect timing for him to segue, say, wait a minute, let me look at these guys. Let's see what the toy manufacturers say. Let's see what Heim says. So our agent brought us directly to Shuki's house. And we met Shuki at his house. He was able to see what we look like, to test out some stuff that he wanted to test. And that's how it was. So it wasn't like a normal audition that comes to like a breakdown that we went for an audition. It was just the perfect timing with the perfect agent that had the perfect friend. Everything all worked out perfectly at that time to make that happen.
Jarvis Crank is, at what age did you get interested in golf? Oh, good question.
In golf, I was interested when I was a kid, but because I don't want to play right-handed. So I played right-handed. I didn't really like it. I shot like 41, 42, 43 right-handed on 9 holes. But it didn't feel right. I'm a dominant lefty. Everything that I do is left-handed. Like, I can't even throw right-handed. When Tommy dislocated his shoulder for the baseball movie, I had to play second base because I can't throw. I throw like a girl right-handed. So I used my glove hand to turn the double plays. I grab the ball, I flick it up to Teddy. Teddy would catch it because Teddy played shortstop. So I can't do anything with my right hand. So my golf career actually started when we came to California. That's when I got my first set of lefty clubs. 25 years ago. Now, I haven't been able to play as much as my brothers. I raised a family with my ex, and I had construction business. I had a home base business with Melaleuca. I was a business guy, so I was working 7-8 days a week. It was nonstop. I never had time to play. I played holiday golf. Christmas time, Thanksgiving, I played with my brothers. That was pretty much it for many, many years. Then my brothers brought me down to El Cap. They said, listen, we got to get your game right, and we got to get you understanding this game. So we're going to bring you down to a private country club where you can caddy and learn the game. I said, fantastic. That sounds like a lot of fun to me. So they brought me to El Cap. I've been down in El Cap now. I think it's been 12 years I've been learning this game. 12 years I've been learning. Now I'm actually able to go out and start and apply it to my own game. And I'm pretty impressed. Last time I played 2 days ago. And I hit 13 out of 14 fairways, and I was putting 14 times. And I didn't even get a chance to hit balls beforehand. I didn't get a chance to warm up yet. It was just the timing of us leaving, we weren't able to warm up. So the potential, what I'm looking at with golf, I can't wait. I can't wait. Because all I'm lacking is the physical. The mental, I got dialed in. I've got the mental dialed in for 20 years now. Oh, all I do is work on my brain. That's all I do is training. That's it. I do it all day, all the time. So the physical part's not going to take long for me to dial in this physical part. So yeah, it's exciting. And playing with my brothers, I mean, phenomenal. Can it be any better? Just to be out there playing with my brothers, can it be any better? Fantastic. Fantastic. So I started 25 years ago when we came to California with golf. Sorry, it was wrong. I gave you a wrong answer there, but I'm excited.
Have you seen any episodes or clips of the Power Rangers Sentai and have studied the performance of your Sentai counterpart? So he's asking if you studied the Japanese footage of your character.
I did a little bit actually when I was with the fandom. Was it 7-8 years ago, Cody? When we were back then, I looked at, there was like a little boy, and it was like a king. He was like a king in history, wasn't he? The Japanese one?
Yes, he was a king.
Yeah, and he was a little boy, right?
Was he a boy, Cody?
Was he a boy?
Wasn't it? I thought he was. Is he not?
Oh yeah, I think he was a boy.
It was a young kid, kind of like.
Some of the fans sent me footage and said, "Hey, do you know anything about the Japanese one?" During that time, 7 years ago. So the fans taught me. They taught me a lot about the character. They taught me a lot about the Japanese and how the Japanese do it and how we take it over here and what season they're in versus what season. Like, what season are they in? Like, we're in, 28 seasons and they're like in 35 or something?
I think
they've passed 40 right now, aren't they?
Oh, wait, Sentai? They're in season 48, I think, or 49.
Yeah, they're fixed to reach their 50th anniversary.
Yeah, they're near their 50th.
They're like 50, and what are we at here in the States?
We're 26 anniversary. We're 26 right now.
26, so we're halfway.
So we're 40.
Yeah, they're already almost a half a century into their lifespan.
I even watched the footage. The fans even showed me the footage of the Gold Ranger in the Japanese version too. I saw all of that, and I even remember it too, Ryan. I still remember it too. Even though it's 20 years ago.
Somebody sent him the Morpher that they had repurposed here in America as the Gold Ranger Morpher, but it was never used in the show. And Tim actually has that Morpher. Someone sent that to him.
Yeah, I remember that too. It'd be in that box. That
I remember Tim was asking me, "Wait a minute, this wasn't in our show," and I was just like, "No, the staff was your Morpher."
Oh,
yeah, the staff was the Morpher, but that was what they used in the Japanese show. It was just it was a gold version of the regular Morpher, right?
Who wore the Gold Ranger suit? So was it you, Tim, or
Tommy wore it.
Tommy.
No, it was Tommy. No. Me and Teddy, we didn't get a chance to put that Gold Ranger suit on. Tommy wanted it. So we said, "You want it, Tommy? It's yours." Just like Tommy wanted to do the slide in the baseball movie, poor bastard, the Tommy. Because he slid one time, the first time he slid with the baseball movie, the ground was rock hard because it's a minor league team, so that's how they were setting it up. It was like concrete when he was sliding. He slid one time and he dislocated it. He went and did a second take. Tommy's a real athlete, you don't care. Shoulder was bum, did a second one and it tore it even more. So he was out 9 months. 9 months it took to heal that shoulder.
I got something to add to that question. Tim, do you want to tell them about how you almost drowned during filming that one scene where you were in the water?
I lost. That's where I lost. We picked sticks or something. I got the smallest stick. I had to go in the ocean, freezing ocean, with that tide pulling me out. And the tide was pulling me out, and Jason David Frank, he reached down there and he grabbed me. Thank God, I'd still be in the ocean right now if he didn't reach down and grab me. I'd be floating somewhere.
It was interesting. They actually did the underwater shots. Like, that water looks like there's something in there that shouldn't be in there. It's like dirty.
The current was so strong, and that water was so cold. It was so cold. I don't like cold water. I don't go into the pool or the ocean.
If you guys actually watch the footage, his cape is hanging from one shoulder because the water current literally swept the other part of his shoulder off. It was like hanging off of him. He literally swept his cape off. That was funny. So.
I lost, so I had to go in the ocean, and I almost fell. Thank God for JDF. Thank God.
Semertisa says, "Would you come back if asked to come back on Power Rangers?" So he's asking if Hasbro does call you up, would you come back to film?
We would definitely consider it for sure. I just see, can I fit it in the schedule that we have? That's the only question. Will I be able to fit it in? Because we're busy right now with just golf. Wait till poker comes and yoga comes. But yeah, if Hasbro wanted us to come back and do something, we would heavily consider it. Oh yeah, for our fans.
Tim,
For our fans, we would do it. I'd make a way. I'd probably figure out a way to do it. And I know me.
Tim, I'm gonna make you.
And if not, Cody will make me.
One of our members, Genesis Machine, says he gives you much love. Aw, thanks you, Jen. Has a question for you, Tim. What's your favorite sports team?
Oh, New England Patriots. And now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, baby.
I'm out. Bye-bye.
Brady. All I need. That's why another reason why I'm going to Sarasota, Florida, because I'm only an hour away. I'm actually going to be able to go see them live play. I've never seen Tom Brady or Gronk play live. Never.
Yeah, he and I are wanting to get some season pass
I'm going to
tickets.
do it with Cody. Cody and his family. Yo.
We're all going to go see the Bucks play so we can watch Brady screw up the football. I'm kidding.
And Gronk too. Not just Brady, but both of them. That was an easy question.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a lot of hate
football.
mail.
I don't watch any other sport. Just professional football. And then, although I can't say that I watch college football with Alabama. I love Alabama.
Yeah, because my mother actually, him and they used to watch Alabama.
Melissa got me into that. I love Bama. So I watch Bama. I watch professional football and golf. That's all I watch.
And then, I got a special picture for you, Tim. So one of our members, his name is Mike. He actually did a old fan art before. He actually wants to show this to you. You inspired him to make this. So you like...
Very cool.
Yes.
Very cool.
So Bogan, I got your wish. And also, he wanted me to send this, your toy. Well,
Yeah.
like,
There it is.
like an old
What a
ring.
good job, Hasbro. Look at that. Look how good that looks. And it's just me or you guys
Can you zoom in on that head?
I can't like that. But yeah, guys, this is what it looks like. Whoever made that, props. Like, yeah, whoever made that's props.
Oh yeah, that's probably one of the best head sculpts that they have done. I'm so sorry, David Yost. I'm so sorry what they did to you.
Oh, okay. So Vulcan comment. He's here right now. Did you, Tom, and Ted get to pick which Trey you guys to be, or were you guys assigned a specific one based on personality?
Me and Shuki worked on it together. I'm the business guy of the three. Each one of us have our own parts with our whole plan of how it all works with the three of us. I'm the business guy one. So whenever there's the business stuff, I gotta do it. When there's golf stuff, Teddy does it. Anything golf related, Teddy does it. He sets the tee times, does the whole thing. So each one of us have our own things. When it comes to the business, I kind of take that on. So I kind of had to talk to Shuki, and Shuki decided he wanted to do Trey of Heart, Trey of Courage, Trey of Wisdom, and he asked me which one will be which, and who's gonna have the love interest in the movie. I said that's Tommy. Tommy's our ladies' man. Tommy's our wild one. We got one wild one in the bunch. That's Tommy. Tommy's the one that does the comedy. He's the wild one. Everything's wild. Everything's big for Tommy.
Tim,
So-
back up a little bit and explain the movie real quick, because nobody knows about that.
What's that?
Explain the movie thing, because nobody else knows about that. You've got to
Oh,
explain
okay.
that thing.
When we met with Saban and Shuki back then, what Shuki created is he wanted us to do 30 episodes on Zeo, then do the Zeo movie where Tommy has a love interest, and then spin off from that to the Triforian Rangers show. That's what they had planned, the whole thing. And that's the only thing I regret out of all the business that we did back then. I wish I would have known about the Power Rangers right when we first met with Shuki. Me and my brothers never watched the Power Rangers. We had no idea how popular it was. We had no idea. Until the very end, until the contract was coming and everything was all set in stone. That's when we found out how popular it really was. And there was no risk involved for me and my brothers. If we did the Power Ranger stuff, we wouldn't have been able to do anything else. We would have been typecast. And that would have been the end.
Right.
And that's not what we wanted. We were excited about doing the Power Rangers. But we want to do comedy. Even now, we're coming back as athletes right now. That's not the end. The end is when we do a semi-improvised comedy with 4 stand-ups. That's the end. We're going to make people laugh. So after we get done with the golf career, we get done with the poker and all that's cranking, we're going to do a semi-improvised comedy with 4 stand-ups. Cody's going to be one of them. That's what we want to do. That's what we wanted to do back then. We want to make people laugh. That's what we want. We want to make them laugh. Leave their stress. Then we want to bring them to yoga and really relieve their stress.
Kevin Yushupi Mutsumura. This is a great start in. That is a great starting goal of hole in one in your first tournament. Oh, your first tournament.
Yeah, my first tournament. I still can't believe it myself, but I can because I created it. I'm a guy that creates things, and I like to see them manifest. I'm a big believer in Dr. Wayne Dyer that talks about you manifest the life that you live. The way you think is going to manifest itself. So why not think the best case scenario? Why not? Why think the worst case scenario? Because you don't want that to manifest. Think the best case scenario. So I threw it out in the universe with that hole in one. I threw it out there that Teddy made 10 hole in ones. Tommy's made 12 hole in ones. So I threw it out there with all the fans. I said, listen, I gotta start making some hole in ones. I got 9. So I'm gonna put that on the list. We're gonna start making some hole in ones. And next thing you know, my first tournament, the first par 3 I saw in competition, I put it right in the hole. 152 yards. It was playing number 4 at Rustic Canyon, into the wind, pin it in the back. Pin was back middle. And I choked down the 7 rescue. I choked down my 7 iron, really soft, and I came through that bad boy real nice, choked up, boom. It never left the flag. Never left it. I don't know if it bounced up because we couldn't see it. I put a picture on social media if you guys want to see what that hole looks like from the tee. All you can see is the top of the flag. You can't see the rest. So I don't know what happened. All I know is it found the hole, and how I found the hole is I was looking for my ball. I had no idea where it was. Tommy walked by the hole and he saw something in it. And he goes over there and he looks in the hole and he says to all 3 of us, me, Teddy, and Jordan, he says, guess whose ball it is? And they all looked at me. And Tommy said, that's right. It's Timmy's first hole in one in his first tournament. And the first par 3 he saw in competition. Tommy told me. Tommy was telling me the whole day, Timmy, don't even worry about your score. With making that hole in one, your first tournament, it's better than shooting 66, your first tournament. Much better, he said. I said, okay, give me another drink, I told him. I want another one. Why not? My day was done after that 4th hole. I done my job.
Nice.
Got it in the biggest bang possible. Because understand, everyone says a hole in one's lucky, a hole in one's lucky. Let me tell you something. You have to hit the ball at the flag first. Then you have to get lucky. Hole in ones are not easy. You gotta go flag hunting. And you gotta hit the ball at the flag. Then you gotta get lucky. That's how a hole in one works. So if you hit the ball at the flag a lot, you have a lot more chances to make a hole in one. Like I talked to my friend Paul last night. My friend Paul's been my mentor for everything, for golf, for yoga, Ayurveda. He's been my mentor. And he told me last night he has 10 hole in ones. Paul. He hits the ball at the flag. That's what me and my brother do. We hunt the flags. We hunt them. And then when the ball comes close, we start yelling at it. Go in! Go in! You hear it's phenomenal. We love it. We love it. Love it. Love golf. Yes, we do.
Okay, guys, so we'll do a few more. Amanda has a good question for you. Hold, give me a sec. Let me look for it. Oh, I can't find. Oh, give me a sec. Amanda, you had a good question. Did you have a charity other than this upcoming? Oh, there you go. You have a charity other than this upcoming one, the one you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. That charity is going to start with the yoga brand at the same time. It's going to be for autism. Autism is a big thing, and the awareness of autism. We want to make a difference with our charity. We want to make a difference. So it's going to be autism. It's going to be bipolar, and the reason why autism is Cody. Cody has autism. The reason why bipolar is because Cody has bipolar. My sister Christine has bipolar. Her son Trevor has bipolar. Then we're going to have a division for MS. My mom has MS. My cousin Allie has MS. That's why we want to make a difference for MS. The last category of our charity is going to be multiples. That's me and my brothers. That's fraternal or identical. Either one, both. We want it all. Anybody that's a multiple in any shape, fashion, or whatever, we want to make a difference for you. We want to make a difference for you. So that's our charity. There are 4 different divisions. It comes out with the yoga brand, hand in hand.
Yes. And hey, Tim, thank you so much for that. That's inspiration. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man. Let's see. We'll do. Oh, Tony Izzo. What do you think Trey's up to these days?
Trey, what Trey's up to down these days on Triforia, you mean?
Yep.
He's up there thinking, hey, wait a minute, am I coming back? They're doing another movie? What's going on?
I was asking like,
Am I airtime is what he's thinking? Okay. He's telling me, Tommy and Teddy, get out there and play some golf. Stop winning out there. Stop winning. He's telling us. Stop winning.
oh, Timmy Dak is asking, which one of you was standing still on Akatar in that scene? Oh, when you saw the Alien Rangers.
That was Tommy.
Tommy? Which one of you was in the water pulled out by Jason and Frank?
That was me. No, that was me. I wish it was Tommy or Teddy. I wish.
All right, okay, guys, that's pretty much it. So again, thank you to Mr. Tim Difilippo, the Gold Zeo Ranger, the OG Gold Zeo Ranger, Trey of Triforia Heart, for being part of a special interview. So Tim, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ryan.
Tim, before we leave, where can the fans find you in social media?
They can find us at Facebook, Twitter. Those are the Difilippo triplets. My Instagram, I had to restart it all over again because of this virus, I think. And that one there is triplets Difilippo. It's the only one that's not Difilippo triplets. Is the Instagram. That's the one I use the most. But what I do is I tag Facebook and I tag Twitter, and then we also have YouTube. YouTube is Difilippo triplets too. So YouTube, Twitter are Difilippo triplets. Facebook's Difilippo triplets, but Instagram is triplets Difilippo.
Yeah, and your YouTube, you actually have that footage of you from Jay Leno. You have a sizzle reel and stuff like that too. So
right. We have our Difilippo triplets reel right there on YouTube. Yep.
Nice. And Cody, my special friend, where can they find you in social media?
You guys can find me at two different things. I actually do a page called Growing Up in the 90s. It's all about 90s nostalgia. I've been running that for almost 10 years. It's fixing to be our 10-year anniversary. And also I do a YouTube channel where I do reviews of all kinds of nostalgic stuff. So it's called Cody's House of Geek. So you guys can check that out on YouTube. That's pretty much it.
Yes, and you can find me on Instagram, Dancer424/7, and please follow our page at YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Morphin Network. This interview will also be on YouTube soon after, maybe 2 or 3 days, depending on the time our editor does it. But again, guys, thank you so much. Stay safe out there, and Tim, thank you so much for being special guest.
Thank you, guys.
And Cody, thank you. As we do end the show, we do a goodbye wave. So, bye, guys.
Bye, guys.